Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday Night Live. Hey, are you impressed? This is, I think, 3 weeks in a row now. So I'm on a roll. I know I've not been doing it at a consistent time, and I'm really sorry about that. But I think with working and trying to fit exercise in, trying to commit to an exact time, because it's obviously an hour ahead here. So I think, did I used to do it at 9 o'clock in the UK when I did it before? And obviously over here, it's 10 o'clock then. And to be honest, I'm ready for bed. So I think I'll just try and get on when I can at the moment while I'm getting consistent with it, and then we will take it from there. So forgive my attire. I have actually been for a run tonight, 45 minutes, and I've been doing a mix of run walking still. My heart rate monitor, basically my Garmin's kaput, and so I'm basically just run walking to try to so Tim, I could hear noise coming from the bedroom, and Tim's obviously watching my live. He's just popped up. Anyway, hi baby. So I can hear myself. I can shut the door or something or turn it down. I can hear myself coming from the other room. That's really off-putting. Anyway, so what was I saying? So I'm on it with the exercise. I didn't do everything I was supposed to do last week, but I think I missed 2 or 3 sessions out of, 2 sessions out of, I think, 7. So that's not too bad, is it? So I'm on it. I had rest day yesterday and on it today. So I've only got boys on at the moment, but obviously one of the things that I'm trying to do, and boys obviously are welcome to, is trying to help women to use sport and nutrition to get fit and healthy, and really sort of start to change things for 2021 and get in a really good space with how they feel, how they look, and all that sort of stuff. So what I wanted to talk about today, so that quote that I actually put up on as the title, if you saw it on the video, if you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. And it's actually a quote from, I think it was Henry Ford. And I must admit, I love it. And I come back to it over and over and over and over again, because it is so true. It's what I'm going to talk about today. So my main thing I want to talk about today is one thing that women in particular have a real issue with, and it's called confidence. Now, I know, guys, there'll be many of you there who maybe have problems with confidence as well. But confidence is something that I know that a lot of women do struggle with. And I've had massive issues with confidence in the past and to date and now still. And I just want to share a little bit of that with you. But I've got a few insights on how you can try and get your head around becoming more confident. And then hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we can do a couple more sessions and I can start to give you some tools and ideas about how you can take some of what I'm going to tell you today and actually make it work in your day-to-day life. I've started to do some of this, and honestly, it really, really, really helps. So, for those of you who've tuned in before to my lives, you know that I go off on one sometimes. So I've made a few notes, just a few, don't worry, it's only going to take a couple of minutes. And obviously I'm getting old now, so the glasses go on to be able to read. So I don't want to miss anything. So basically, a perceived lack in confidence will hold us back from doing lots and lots of different things. It will impact on our happiness in a grander scale. And what do I mean by that? So confidence will often stop people from maybe applying for a job that they think's maybe just a little bit outside their comfort zone. But why not? Who knows? You might be exactly what they're looking for. It might stop you from starting a new sport or hobby. It might stop you from joining a club or a social group. It might stop you, for those of you who are not married, from asking someone out on a date. It might stop you from maybe putting in a proposal at work for something that you feel really passionate about, or you feel like you've got an answer to a problem, and you might think, well, I know how we could deal with that. But a lack of confidence might stop you from doing that. So it can be really, really debilitating for us. But confidence is ultimately starts with a thought. So you think you are something, and then it all evolves from there. So, for example, a thought will then evoke a feeling. So, for example, I'm not good enough for that job. So you feel that you're not good enough for that job. So that's a thought that you've had, and you've turned that into a feeling. And then it becomes an action because you don't bother applying for it. I'm not confident wearing that outfit. So it's a thought that then turns into a feeling because you don't feel confident wearing that outfit. I'm nervous about what people might think about me if I do, say, for example, me going live on this. You have no idea when I first started doing lives how much I had to build my confidence up to get on and do this. And I still feel really nervous coming on and doing them now. And I've done many over the last sort of couple of years. But I get over it and I go for it and I do it. And with things like this, you do get better and better, well, sometimes, as you go along. Some people are saying things like, will I ever be as confident as that girl down the road, or that girl that I go to school with, or that girl that I work with, or that girl on Instagram who's, you know, a size 8 and looks like a supermodel, or is got loads of money, or who's super successful. You're saying to yourself that you'll never be as good as, or you'll never be like that girl. You couldn't possibly, this is one from me, I'm going to admit, couldn't possibly join the triathlon club here until I'm faster on my bike and I've lost some weight and I look a bit more like a triathlete. I actually did say that, and I'm still saying that to myself, so I need to work on that one. But these are thoughts that become feelings, and then the action is I've not joined a triathlon club. So you can see how debilitating a lacking confidence can be. So just think about this for a minute. So your beliefs become your thoughts. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits become your values, and your values become your destiny, the outcome basically of whatever it is that you've been thinking about. So can you see how powerful that is? So by thinking that you don't have any confidence, that's massive with what we've just said there. And there's another one. Think about this way. If you don't get that one, think about this. And it's a little bit like the title of my video. What you think you become, what you feel you attract, what you imagine you create. And it's so true, so true. So confidence and having confidence starts with a single thought. It is as simple as that. What we tend to do, and I think particularly women, so I apologise for the guys that are on if I'm sort of like wrong with this, but you tend to create a perception of who you think you are. So you think that you don't look great in that outfit, or you look in the mirror and just think, you know, maybe you're repulsed at what you look like because you've put a few pounds on, or whatever it might be. You're creating this perception of who you think you are if you're not applying for this job because you don't think you're good enough. And then you're telling yourself this over and over and over again. And the reason I can talk to you about this so confidently is because I've done it, and I'm still doing it, and I'm working really hard to stop myself from doing it. And this is what stops people from joining a sports club, getting into exercise, starting to, deciding that they want to go and play netball or basketball or do triathlon when they're 40. Why not? I did that. You can do these things if you've got the confidence, but you need to start from the beginning and remember that confidence starts with that thought. So we tell ourselves these things over and over and over again. But having confidence is that feeling that you can take on anything. You can take on the world. You can achieve anything you want to achieve. But that all starts with that initial feeling. But it can also, that initial thought could also debilitate you because you are thinking negatively about whatever it is you're talking about, and that can lead to fear and hesitation and not taking any action. Now, I'm guilty of that when it comes to this triathlon side of things. I've not been doing any exercise until recently, and I took action. I knew the thoughts I had, I knew that I had to do something about it. And so those thoughts turned into feelings, the feelings of me being overweight, not fitting into my clothes, getting upset with that. And then that turned into action because I got a triathlon training plan, started to eat better, started to cut down the alcohol. Those are the actions that then will hopefully, fingers crossed, give me the results that I need. Not only to lose weight, feel better of myself, build my confidence, and also to achieve a goal that I've got in April to, do that triathlon thing. So just to finish off, and I hope this has been really useful, and if you've got any friends, ladies, who you think this could be useful for, please share it, because I think that a lot of people don't know this. They probably do. Now I've said it, they'll go, yeah, that just makes so much sense. But they don't think it through as to how it can help them in their situation. So for example, just to finish off, basically, if you carry on having those thoughts that are impacting on your confidence, then it's going to dictate everything that happens in your life. It will dictate how successful you can be in every aspect of your life. And I'm not just talking about sport or careers, everything that you do. If you start off with that negative thought, it will evolve from there, and then negativity follows. So turn those negative thoughts and those thoughts of you not being able to do something into something like, no, this is a challenge for me. I'm going to take this as a challenge. I'm going to see what I can do and push yourself to it. If you start off with that way of thinking, then some of the things that you want to do are so much more likely to happen because you've got this positive involvement rather than this negative sort of spiraling down. Anyway, I hope that was useful. Please share if you know anyone who you think this might be useful for. I've got a few, that's obviously only the basics now. I've got some tools and information that I think would be really helpful for you to actually start to take that action, which I'll share with you over the course of the next couple of weeks. So before I go, don't forget, Thursday night, 8 p.m. UK, 9 p.m. Spain and Europe, webinar all about New Year Your Way, and talking all about healthy snacks, portion size. It's the first in a series of webinars. You can have a look on my profile and the link is there for you to be able to register. It would be great to see you online. If there's any friends online, please come support me. If you know people who might be interested, then please share the link with them. I'd really appreciate it, so I'm not sitting on my own and just talking to myself. But I think that there's lots of ladies out there who will really find this useful. So hopefully, and let me know what you think in the comments. If you don't agree with what I've said, or if you've got any ideas, or if there's anything that you've done that you think that you sort of can resonate with, then that would be really good to hear. All right, guys, take care, and I'll see you next time.